one word to describe Stanford Children's Hospital is love. Because honestly, that's all you need.
My one word to describe my experience at Stanford Children's would be amazing. I feel like I've had an amazing opportunity to do a lot of good for a lot of people, and it fills my heart with joy, and I love coming to work.
The one word that describes my experience at Stanford Children's is gratitude. I'm grateful for the many parents who have come through my department. There's been hundreds. I'm grateful for those leaders who've had the strength of their conviction to make this innovation work. And I'm grateful for the collective we have that support it every day.
One word to describe my experience at Stanford Children's would be innovation. That's a big part of being here.
If I had one word to describe my experience over the last 35 years at Stanford Children's, it would be fortunate. I have been able to learn and draw from all the patients and families that I've worked with.
I just want to say thank you so much to Stanford Children's. I understand that our story could have ended very differently, and for many families it does. But I'm confident that our story would have been different if it wasn't for Stanford Children's.
Welcome to Stanford Children's Health 30th Annual Employee Achievement Awards.
Hi, I'm Marcy Atchison, and I have the pleasure of serving as Senior Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer. And I'm excited that I've been a member of this amazing organization for a year now. And what a year it's been. We all know that 2020 was an unprecedented year, which has meant that we needed to pivot from our usual gathering in person to holding this virtual celebration. It's so important to find a way, even virtually, to come together and recognize our wonderful staff who bring their best for our patients, their families, and each other. It's a great honor to welcome each one of you to this very first ever Virtual Employee Recognition Award celebration. We are fortunate to have many of our other executives with us today to personally give thanks to the various decades of service honorees. The amazing dedication and service you provide for our mothers, children, and their families is truly inspiring, and one of the key reasons why we're one of the top 10 children's hospitals in the nation. Today, we will be paying tribute to our wonderful team members with 5 years of service up to 45 years of service. We will also be awarding the winners of the Dahlia Team Award, the Grace Award, the Gold Rose Awards, and the Excellence in Leadership Award. And there are going to be prizes. We're excited to announce that during the video, we'll be drawing 3 raffle prizes, so please keep your tickets close by, and good luck. The winners can claim their prizes by emailing a picture of the winning raffle ticket along with their name and contact information to Ask HR on our Team Member Connect Anywhere website. Once again, thank you for joining us for this celebration. And now I'd like to introduce our President and CEO, Paul King.
Hello, I'm Paul King, the President and CEO of the Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, Stanford. I'm truly honored to have this opportunity to kick off this virtual tribute, recognizing your many years of service. We're honoring 634 of you who've collectively worked for Packard for 7,035 years. This year, more than ever, we are pleased to celebrate the incredible work being done by all of you to support our patients, their families, our community, and each other during this past year that was dominated by the pandemic, social unrest, wildfires, and a contentious national election. It's been a year since the pandemic began. You've been tirelessly on the front lines of the fight, working in housekeeping, nursing, respiratory therapy, food service, child life, information services, social work, finance, and all of the other departments that make up this wonderful medical center. Whether you've been here for 5 years or 45 years, you are the reason we provide such excellent care to expectant mothers, children, and their families. There are many people who were nominated for the service awards that will be presented during this program, and you'll see and hear the amazing, inspiring, and heroic stories of this year's honorees. The work that you do touches and changes the lives of more than 400,000 patients that become part of our extended family each year. Without a doubt, the pandemic, our search for racial justice, and all of the other disruptions that we have faced together have created many new challenges in how we go about our daily lives. Thankfully, because of your selfless dedication and skill, we're able to continue to offer the wonderful care our patients need and deserve. Steve Jobs said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." So once again, I want to say thank you for all that you've done in making Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, Stanford, a truly remarkable place.
Hello, I'm Jesus Cepero, Senior Vice President of Patient Care Services and Chief Nursing Officer. I have the great honor of paying tribute to our 347 employees with 5 years of service. As a newcomer to Stanford Children's Health family, I'm fully aware of the hard work and dedication it takes to provide for others. We are united by the love of our jobs and a call and your commitment to care for others, a calling you continue to answer. So tonight, we get to honor you and your years of service. But first, how about a little trivia as to what was happening in the world the year you started here? As Marcy mentioned, there's going to be a drawing for 3 raffle tickets, and luckily I get to pull the first number. So get your tickets ready and let's see who the first winner is. The winner of the raffle ticket will have a beautiful wine and cheese basket. So good luck, and here we go. And the winner is ticket number 583544. 583544. Congratulations to the winner. Again, to claim your prize, please email a picture of the winning ticket, your name and phone number to Ask HR. Again, thank you for your years of service. I look forward to being able to celebrate with you in person, hopefully in the near future. And now, I'm excited to introduce the 317 honorees tonight who have reached their milestone of 5 years.
My name is Larry Perkins, and I am the Assistant Manager of Integrated Disability, and I'm celebrating my 5th anniversary. What I love the most about what I do is that I work in HR, so I don't provide care to patients, but I support people who do provide care. And that's really important to me, that my work helps my teammates so that they can focus on patient care and not have to focus on HR concerns. What's kept me motivated through the years, it's the hospital's vision. And that is to heal humanity through science, through compassion, and then one family, one child at a time. That really resonates with me. I feel very much a part of that. Congratulations to all the 5-year honorees. Let's do 5 more.
Hi, I'm Jill Sullivan, Senior Vice President of Strategic Space Planning and General Services, and I have the great privilege of recognizing the Stanford Children's employees with 10 years of service. As someone with a little time under my belt at Stanford, I've gotten to know and work with so many of you being honored for this decade milestone, and can most certainly attest to how fortunate we are to have each and every one of you as part of our family. I'm sure you can agree with me, 10 years goes by pretty fast, but the amount of care and dedication you've given to your position and the amount of lives you've touched in that period is something that many would be proud to accomplish in a lifetime. So here are some fun facts about what was going on back in 2010. The San Francisco Giants won the World Series. Go Giants! Apple introduced the iPad, and a fun one that will make your commute seem a little less daunting. In 2010, there was a traffic jam that lasted for 12 days and spanned 62 miles. Now I'm excited to introduce the 74 honorees who've reached their milestone of 10 years.
My name is Renee Cafedo. I'm celebrating 10 years and my title is Administrative Assistant 2. Working here is very, very rewarding. I like that it's fast paced. I like that, we're busy, but it's good. I mean, just enjoy every moment that you're working in. It's a really nice place to work, truly. Congratulations to all the 10-year recipients.
So my experience at the Children's Hospital now is varied. I've had 3 daughters, and it was pretty normal with my first and third daughter, but my second daughter, my water broke when I was 24 weeks pregnant, and we rushed over not knowing what was going on, and when we arrived, the doctor said, either you or your baby are in for a very long stay. Our second daughter, Lulu, was born there in September, and she spent 93 days under the care of the Stanford team. Our days were filled with worry and concern, but we were always reassured that the medical team and the medical care our daughter was receiving was the best in the world. It was about 48 hours after Lulu had been born, and we were still under such a cloud of fog of worry and concern, and having just given birth, we just felt so overwhelmed. Me and my husband were both drowning in our new reality. But we were at the bedside, and it was a nurse that we didn't know. She looked at us and just said, "Would you like to hold your beautiful little girl?" And it wasn't even something that we had considered or something that was on our radar, because she was just covered in wires and tubes and monitors. But that nurse felt comfortable and took the time and effort to take about 20 minutes of her day to transfer our daughter about 3 feet from her isolette into my arms. And that was just such a tender moment for our family, because we didn't know if we would ever get to hold her. And we were still at that point where we didn't know if we would ever get to hold her again. But that nurse taking that time and taking the energy and effort to give us that moment was a really big gift for our family. Lulu is a wonderful, feisty little girl. One of the very first things they said to us before Lulu was even born, in those waiting hours, they said, some babies will be born and will just fight super hard every single day for their lives. And that's definitely what we got. Lulu showed up on this earth and she fought every single day for her life. She's very fun and fun-loving and just spunky. She is our darling 5-year-old who loves school. She loves her classmates and friends. She loves long hugs and snuggles on the couch. and she is just such an important part of our family. Our family just feels so much gratitude for Stanford Children's. We've had all 3 of our daughters born there, and it's really hard to imagine finding better care elsewhere. I've had a couple friends move to the area and ask where they should deliver their babies, and I can't imagine sending them anywhere but Stanford Children's. That's the place where our family receives so much care, both for our typical labor and deliveries and our scary experience with our Lulu, but we feel so grateful that the caliber of medical care is so high. We felt like we were in such good hands, and Stanford Children's went above and beyond for us to feel comfortable and for us to receive the best care possible. And thanks to them, we have our Lulu.
Hello, I'm Ed Kopetsky, Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer. It's truly a pleasure to recognize all the honorees with 15 and 20 years of service. Over the past 12 years that I've been with Stanford Children's, I can personally attest to the exceptional quality of care you provide and support each and every day, and the teamwork you consistently display among your colleagues and our patients and families. I'd also like to share some fun trivia of what was happening in the world way back when you started your journey with our organization. And now, here are those being honored for 15 and 20 years of service.
My name's Sandra Rizzuto. I'm the Rehabilitation Services Manager for Occupational Therapy and Speech Language Pathology, and I'm celebrating 15 years. What I love most about what I do, first and foremost, is the people I work with. That has kept me going for all these years. As an occupational therapist, it's such a privilege to play such an integral role in improving the quality of life of a child and their family, helping the parents learn how to take care of their child and what do they do now after they've had this surgery or this hospitalization, and just being involved during one of their most stressful life experiences. It just is an honor and privilege to be able to do that, and it's very rewarding and uplifting. That's what it's all about, taking care of the patients. Congratulations to all the 15-year honorees. You have made a difference in so many lives. We appreciate all the years of service, and let's celebrate 15 more years together.
Thank you to all the 15-year honorees. Thank you for everything that you do for the children and for everyone that comes to this hospital. We thank you.
Congratulations to all the 20-year honorees. I'm excited we've made it 20 years, and I'm looking forward to the next 20 together.
Hello, my name is Denny Lund, and I am Chief Medical Officer and Associate Dean. I couldn't be happier to be part of this video tribute today honoring those of you with 25 years of service. Since the beginning, long-serving team members have been pivotal to the success of Stanford Children's Health. There are so many of you on this list who I have had the great honor of knowing and working with, and couldn't be more appreciative of the amazing work you do day in and day out. Just to keep things in perspective of how things have changed in 25 years since you began your career at Stanford Children's Health, here are some fun trivia facts. Before we get started, I want to tell you a little story about this wonderful space that we're in. Back in the 1980s, when Mrs. Packard imagined a children's hospital, she imagined a place that would have a lot of gardens in it as a place of healing for children. Of course, you all know Mr. Dawes got ill, and when he had to step down as our chief executive officer, the board and the leadership of the hospital decided it was a fitting tribute to him to name this space. He, of course, insisted it shouldn't be named after him and rather have it named after his family. So since that time, it's become the Dawes Garden. I now get the second opportunity to draw a second raffle ticket and find out who our lucky winner will be. So get your tickets ready, and here we go. This raffle ticket wins noise-canceling headphones, so cross your fingers. Number 583560. Congratulations to whoever has this winning number. Again, to claim your prize, please email a picture of your winning ticket along with your full name and phone number to Ask HR. And now, it gives me great pleasure to share with you the 16 recipients who have reached the milestone of 25 years.
My name is Yvette Kiers-Mayorga. I am a charge nurse. So I would say the favorite part that I enjoy about my job is talking to people and connecting. People open up to me quickly. I'm very friendly, and I've been lucky enough to really have that gift. And with children, I could also help with their stress, anxiety, make them laugh, even I don't mind being goofy. There's nothing wrong with that. So I think my personality is something that really has helped in 25 years with pediatrics. Congratulations to the 25-year anniversary to the Packard employees. We're talking the housekeepers, we're talking the nurses, we're talking about the executives. You guys did it. I can't believe it. Quarter of a century, guys. This is an accomplishment. So congrats.
I want to say congratulations to all my fellow honorees. 25 years at Stanford Children's. What a journey, what a time. Thank you for your partnership and for your contributions and commitment to family-centered care. I look forward to building better and greater partnerships with our families in the future.
The thing that sticks out in my mind the most, that was the most important at Stanford Children's, was the staff. They were so helpful. They were very concerned about Angela's condition, which is HLHS, and it's a very rare disease where the left side of the heart doesn't form. So they have to reconstruct the heart. And they were awesome in explaining how that worked and what the procedure was going to be, and the 3 surgeries that he would have during his first 3 years of life. A particular moment that stands out at Stanford Children's is at the NICU, there was a particular nurse that was really helpful. She was very informative. When Angelo was first born, he had seizures because the oxygen wasn't getting to his brain. He was supposed to have a surgery right away, but because of the seizures, they weren't able to give him a surgery right away. And if a child does not have a surgery in the first 10 days, they could die. Finally, day 5, he was 16 hours seizure-free, and she called me and she says, we're gonna rush him into surgery right now. I wanna say it was like 10 hours or something, the first surgery. Each surgery was a little different and had a certain purpose. You know, the first one was like a reconstructive, where the right side was gonna work the function of the whole heart. It was kind of like your whole heart was gonna be working on your right side. And then the second surgery, it was more of like the flow, the blood flow, everything was gonna be flipped around. You know, the connections were gonna be changed. So when he first got a second surgery, he was like a purplish blue color, like they call it the blueberry because it looked like a blueberry. And you see this baby, this 3-month-old baby, and he's like purple. They said, you know, after a few days, it was going to go away, but it's because they flip around the circulation. And then the body has to get used to that new circulation. And then after his third surgery, when he was 3.5 years old, he was pretty much 100% oxygen level as any other child. He now had more of a pinkish
color to his skin. You could tell that the oxygen was flowing just by looking at his skin color. He looked different. He didn't have the bluish tint, which means you're not getting enough oxygen. So each surgery has a purpose, and it was very well explained since day one, since I was pregnant. We were gonna have these 3 surgeries. This is what's gonna happen, and they reassured me that everything was gonna be fine. You know, anybody that sees him and I tell him, you know, what he's gone through or what condition he has, people just can't believe it because he's so normal. You look at him and he's just some other kid. You see him running around and he's just like the other kids. It's just amazing. This is something you can't compare him with other kids just by looking at him. And then when you realize he only has half a heart, he's running around with the other kids, and it's amazing that, you know, the reaction when people see him, they're just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that he only has half a heart. I'm so grateful that Stanford Children's Hospital was able to do such a great job reconstructing Angelo's heart and giving him a normal life. He can do what other kids can do: play, run, jump, scream, everything that a day-to-day child should be doing.
Hi, I'm Dana Herring, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, and I feel greatly honored to be able to recognize the LPCH employees with 30 and 35 years of service. You have shown incredible commitment by dedicating so many years of your professional life to this hospital, and therefore you have personally been greatly responsible for the incredible things we've been able to achieve during your tenure. So thank you for helping make LPCH shine. Now, of course, the world has changed quite a bit during these past 30 to 35 years. And here are just a few fun facts about what was going on in the world when you started here at LPCH. The San Francisco 49ers defeated the Miami Dolphins to win their 2nd Super Bowl in 1985. And I'm pretty sure we haven't heard the end from the 49ers. Just saying. Back to the Future was the #1 movie in 1985. Great Scott. And Ghost was the #1 movie in 1990. Oprah Winfrey launched her talk show in 1986, and it was an instant success. And lastly, the retail price for a gallon of gas during this time averaged, wait for it, $1. So now, I'm excited to introduce our 24 honorees who have reached their 30th milestone, and 14 honorees who have reached their 35th year of service. My deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for your service to this organization, and most importantly, for all that you have done for our patients and their families. Thank you.
My name is Cheryl Spada-Richter. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, Clinical 4. I also do OB transport, and I've been at Stanford Children's Health before they were Stanford Children's Health, so over 30 years. What I love most about my job is the people I work with, from the secretaries and housekeepers up to the highest ranked physician and all in between. Also, let's put it in a nutshell, cute babies every single day. Who can argue with that? One of my biggest and favorite things is that we are definitely a family, and it's a big crazy family, but it's wonderful. I want to say congratulations to the 30-year honorees celebrating their time at Stanford Children's Health.
Congratulations to all the 35-year honorees. What an accomplishment.
Hello, I'm back again, and it's my pleasure to recognize our colleagues who've been part of this organization for 40 years. Rosewyn Ford, CVICU nurse. Shannon Gullion, Child Life Specialist. Janet Arnold Martin, NICU nurse. Marjorie Kojravi, clinical nurse. Anna Morales-Clark, labor and delivery nurse. Carol Puckett, NICU nurse. Helen Welsh, intermediate care nurse. And Nina Wixon, quality improvement. Join me in a virtual applause for their remarkable 40 years of service. Now I'm ready to draw the winning number for our final raffle ticket. So good luck, and here we go. And the winning raffle ticket is number 583554. Congratulations to our winner who won an Airbnb gift certificate for one night stay. And once again, I want to give our deepest thanks to Rosewyn, Shannon, Janet, Marjorie, Anna, Carol, Helen, and Nina for your 4 decades of commitment and care to our moms and babies and our pediatric patients and their families. Some fun trivia facts about the year 1980 when these recipients began their career with Packard. The price of a new car, $7,200. The U.S. men's hockey team beat the Soviet Union in the Winter Olympics, better known as the Miracle on Ice. And my favorite, the Rubik's Cube became a national obsession, and Pac-Man was the best-selling video game of all time.
Hi, I'm Rick Majian, the Chief Operating Officer here at Stanford Children's Health, and it is my pleasure to have this opportunity to give a truly heartfelt thanks to 3 individuals. Pacifico Aguinaldo, Severino Belmont, and Teresa O'Grady, who are being honored today for 45+ years of service. Being that the average person today stays at a job less than 4 years, here's hoping that more of us can take some inspiration from you. Thank you all so much for making Stanford Children's your home for all these years and truly blessing all of us with the outstanding work you've done and continue to do. The world has definitely changed quite a bit in the last 45 years, and here are a couple trivia examples. Laverne and Shirley debuted, putting a female comedy team on prime time for the first time. And mood rings and 8-track tapes were the big things. Another fun fact, 45 years ago, we were part of Stanford Hospital, and in 1980, Stanford expanded, opening up a new wing, consolidating all of the pediatric outpatient services of Stanford University Medical Center. Here's looking forward to celebrating your next 45 years. These awards recognize those employees who brought individuals together into strong teams, helped to create an inclusive culture, and fostered an environment of support, appreciation, and respect. And the winners are, for the Dolly Award, which recognizes team effort, I want to congratulate the COVID drive-through testing protocols team for their stellar work with opening and running drive-through testing sites in various locations throughout the Bay Area. This allowed patients to be tested without coming into an indoor clinic space. Each site presented challenging conditions, such as being in an open area or a parking lot, with the need for power and network coverage requirements, appropriate hardware, and very unique electronic medical record workflows. The Information Services team formed a close partnership with operations and projects leaders to quickly organize multiple teams to support this initiative.
Hello, I'm Les Lifter, Senior Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer at Stanford Children's Health. The Gold Rose Award is awarded to employees who exemplify PCare's values and are extraordinary in their work with colleagues, our patients, and families. With your partnership and collaboration, we've experienced exceptional participation in the quarterly Rose Award program. For 2020 fiscal year and Q1 of fiscal 21, we've had 464 employees who've been recognized for exemplifying extraordinary family-centered care. This is an amazing example of how we routinely recognize extraordinary team members. As in previous years, the quarterly Rose Awards throughout the year culminate into the annual Gold Rose Awards. And we've done this for this fiscal year as well. It is my great honor to announce the 12 Gold Rose Award winners for this past year. A hearty congratulations to all the winners. Robin Pruitt, Respiratory Care Practice. Deshonda Nickerson, Licensed Clinical Social Worker. Rebecca Watkins, Administrative Nursing Supervisor. Francesca Pei, Executive Director, Surgical Specialties and GI. Annette Mickelson, Administrative Assistant. Amit Durwal, Senior Business System Specialist. Tin Tran, Senior Space Planning Project Manager. Steve Suko, Senior Benefit Specialist. Melissa Tribble, Manager Pediatric Audiology. Elaine Yu, Manager Ambulatory Site. Alyssa Winke, Infectious Control Specialist. And Kelly Frank, Director of Communications. Congratulations to each one of you.
The Grace Award is named in honor of Lucille Salter Packard because of her legacy of care for children. Her vision and compassion led to the creation of Lucille Packard Children's Hospital Stanford, a unique place designed for children and expectant mothers, where we also provide support and caring for the entire family. The Grace Award recipient and special honorees make better the lives of so many children and families. And on behalf of the hospital, we are so proud and grateful for all that you do. For the Grace Award, it is my absolute pleasure to congratulate Norma Vasquez Virgin, our Comprehensive Perinatal Services Program Coordinator. Norma received resounding high praise from many and is hailed as the heart of the clinic. We want to thank you, Norma, for your 25 years of service and commitment to LPCH and for always being willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. Congratulations. Over a decade ago, we implemented the Excellence in Leadership Award to recognize our outstanding leaders, ones who personify our vision, mission, and values as an organization. These are leaders who excel at building strong teams by motivating and encouraging others. Leaders who lead through change and adversity while providing excellent service to our patients as well as their coworkers. We are fortunate to have many such great leaders within our wonderful hospital. This year's selection committee was again presented with a pool of outstanding candidates for this award. It is my pleasure to congratulate Shabnam Gaskari, Executive Director and Chief Pharmacy Officer, for her outstanding leadership. We thank you, Shabnam, for your extraordinary leadership and efforts to support some of the most complex scenarios in many departments. Your strong but compassionate leadership style has had an enormous impact on the development and oversight of so many programs. You epitomize personal excellence by building strong trust within your teams. Again, we want to offer our sincerest thanks for our 45-year-plus recipients, as well as the winners of the Dahlia, Grace, and Excellence in Leadership Awards. You and your colleagues are what makes Stanford Children's Health such a special, special place for our kiddos and our moms.
That was amazing. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to thank the people who put this program together, and more importantly, I'd like to thank you once again for your many years of service. We, of course, would have liked to see you all in person, and doing this virtually is a new experience for all of us. But hopefully you can feel the spirit and the genuine love that we have for each one of you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. See you again next year.
I'm going to set the bar.
Mic drop? Am I done? Is that it? Listen, have you all seen Anchorman? Just put it up there, man. I'm going to read whatever you put up there.
Use my hands, okay.
Having a fun time with med flight and ambulances and all kinds of... Whose idea was it to film this in a hospital zone, right?
The price of a car averaged 42... Sorry, that's laughed at that.
You get stuck on it. All right. All right.
We were nominated for the service awards. I gotta stop laughing. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me out here.